Hi my loves, my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to this brand new YouTube yoga flow, where today we are looking at the idea of learning to fall in order to fly. So we're going to be playing around with some arm balances today. So maybe taking a look at our crow pose, dolphin pose, looking at creating some upper body strength here, working up the shoulders, while also creating some stability, some grounding in the lower body. So you might need some props for today's flow, maybe some blocks and books. Complete personal preference. You don't have them, then don't worry about it. But grab yourself a mat, grab yourself a little bit of space, and when you are ready, I will meet you on the mat to get started. So to begin today's flow, we're going to come into a grounding position. So coming in to a cross-legged seat position, or maybe the legs extended. If you have a block or a book or a pillow, you can pop it underneath your sit bones, just creating a little bit of length up the spine. Remember, we're looking to create a long line of energy from the base of the spine all the way to the top of the neck. So once you've created a little bit of grounding in your sit bones, you're going to inhale to roll back those shoulders, finding some length, sitting tall, sitting proud here. And close the eyes. Beginning to bring some grounding breathing into your practice. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth to begin with. Almost as if you're letting go of any stress, any worry that you might be holding in your chest. So aiming to send that breath all the way to the base of our belly, feeling it rise with every inhale and fall with every exhale. And maybe using this time as we ground ourselves ready to begin the practice by setting an intention for yourself. So this could be anything that you like, maybe something you want to achieve, a sense of well-being, how you want to feel, kind of anything. Think of this as your own little magic spell. What do you want to manifest into your practice today, into your mindset? So setting it here, feeling the words, not just saying them, sending them out to the universe. And then from here, keeping those eyes closed, you're gently going to bring some movement into the body, maybe some gentle sways from side to side, maybe some small circles. You can add the neck in, you can add the arms, anything that you like. Just feeling those sit bones nice and grounded, but feeling your upper body free, almost as if it's floating. And then from here, keeping your hands on your knees, you begin to make some seated cat-cows. So bringing the chin to the chest as you curve the body to bring it round, and then arching that spine as you bring it over the knees. Losing my words here. If you feel a little stiff today, that's okay. I think I slept awkwardly last night, so I got a little bit of pain in my lower back. So just be gentle with these stretches, but finding freedom with this movement, maybe adding the head in. It doesn't matter what you look like. Remember, this is your practice. Just take these circles in one direction, take them in another. Before gently bringing the body back into a neutral spine. Once again, rolling the shoulders. This time, we're going to inhale, take those arms out to the side, and let's bring some heat into this practice by keeping those arms nice and straight. And you begin to make some small circles with these arms. I think I'm going to struggle with my words through today's flow, guys, so you're just going to have to bear with me. So making those circles a little bigger now, taking them wider. Ooh, feeling that burn in the shoulders, take them wider still, creating some great big circles here. Before moving in the opposite direction and making them a little smaller each time. Breathing through it, making them small, making them small, making them small. And then take them the other way, make them wide again. Creating great big circles. Oh God, this is hurting, you've got this. And then take them the other way, make them smaller, make them smaller, make them smaller, make them smaller, 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 smaller. And then release the hands to the knees. Feeling this vibration running up and down your arms. This is yogic energy, this is magic. This is what we search for. So take a few shoulder rolls here, rolling them in one direction. Moving and taking it in the other. And then all together, we're going to inhale, take those hands nice and high to the sky, open up this chest. And exhale, we're going to bring those hands to prayer and we're going to twist all the way to the left-hand side. Recognize that we can't go as deep as if we released our hands down, using them to twist it deeper. From here, just bringing the body to the side. Inhale. And exhale here. And then on your next inhale, reach those hands all the way up, open up this body. And then exhale, prayer twist all the way to the other side, testing our ego, testing our patience here. And then gently inhale, take those hands back up to the sky. This time we're going to release those hands behind the back, find our fingertips, pop the chest open. Take our gaze nice and high here. Before releasing those fingertips nice and gently, and this time we're going to forward fold as far as we can go over those legs, all the way forward, stretch them. And then inhale to walk those hands all the way to one side and roll into your tabletop here, popping a block if you used it out of the way. And let's create some spinal waves here. So inhale to drop the hips back to the heels, stretch those toes. And then inhale to curve the spine, bring the body all the way up. Inhale, arch the spine, dropping back. Exhale to curve the spine, come all the way up. And then keep this rhythm of movement going, finding beautiful transition in this waves, create flexibility, create mobility, create movement. Beautiful. Taking this a few more times. And then keeping those toes tucked, you're going to bring those knees together, sink the hips back all the way to the heels, round the spine, bring the top of the head into the mat, and then maybe your hands find the edges of your feet, come to rabbit pose. Getting a beautiful stretch of the lower spine here in a forward fold. Tucking up as close as we can to get as round as we can. Before gently sliding those hands all the way forward, and this time moving the chest forward, keep the hips stacked upon the knees. Move to your puppy pose. And beginning to wake up the shoulders with control. You slide from this puppy pose, lift the chest, drop the hips, and move to your Sphinx pose. Coming onto the forearms, point the toes to either corner of the mat. Gaze in between the thumbs here, inhale. and exhale, beautiful. If it feels right, you can take your gaze a little bit higher, maybe straightening the arms here, come deeper into your pose. Depending how you feel today, so don't push the spine too far. We are still at the beginning of the practice. If those arms are extended, you're gently going to move back to your forearms, and this time taking the right hand into the center. You're going to bend the left knee, reach around, maybe find the foot here, stretch this hamstring. Beautiful. Releasing the left foot down, switch hands, so bring your left hand into the center of the mat, bend the right leg and take this stretch on the other side. And then gently from here, release the right hand, lower the chest all the way down with one nice big movement if it's available. You're going to push into the hands and lift the body straight away. Come into your first down dog of the practice. Pedaling one leg, pedaling another. Stretching those hips as high up to the sky as they can go. Find freedom with your movements here. Remember, this is your practice, this is your body. Before we bring some heat into our practice. So what we're going to do is going to bring those big toes together. Inhale to sweep the right leg all the way to the sky. Bend this knee, move to split dog. Inhale. And then exhale to bring this knee all the way into your chest. Hold it here. And then with control, you're going to step all the way through, come to your low lunge. So lower the back knee down. Inhale, take those hands nice and high to the sky. And from here, interlock the fingers, open up that chest. Beautiful. Maybe sinking a little bit deeper into that knee. Inhale. And then exhale to frame the front foot. Bring both knees back to me. And then send those hip bones to the sky. Come back to down dog. Bring both toes together. Inhale to take the left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, split dog. Inhale. And then exhale to roll into your plank. Holding this knee into your chest. Yes, you've got this. And then with as many steps as you like, bringing that foot all the way in between the hands, lower the back knee. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, interlock those fingers, pop the chest open. Inhale. And exhale. Before framing that front foot. Bringing both knees back to me, and once more, take those hip bones nice and high to the sky. This time we're going to walk those hands all the way back to our feet, find our ragdoll. So take hold of one elbow, take hold of another. Just gently sway the body from side to side. And then walking those feet to be hips width apart. You're going to inhale, sweep those hands to the shins, look all the way forwards. And then exhale, bend the knees, move the body all the way into your chair pose. Beautiful. Holding here. Feel that burn. Inhale. And then exhale, take those hands behind the back, pop the chest open, and then allow the arms to come over the head, stretch the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale here, beautiful stretch for the shoulders. Before gently releasing those hands all the way back to the mat and walk those hands all the way forwards into your plank. Standing strong in your plank, your shoulders are over your wrists, on your tippy toes. Inhale. And then exhale, send those hip bones to the sky, guys. Beautiful, feel this heat. And then when you're ready, bring those big toes to touch. Inhaling to take the right leg all the way to the sky. Bend the knees, split dog. Inhale. And then exhale to bring this knee all the way into the chest. Holding here for a moment before finding your way to your high lunge. Inhale, those hands come all the way behind the head. Open up that chest. I'm falling. Whoop. Inhale. And then exhale to frame the front foot. Move back to down dog. Send those hip bones high. Inhale. And exhale to bring those toes together. Sweeping the left leg all the way into the sky. And then bend this knee off to the side, split dog. Inhale. And exhale to roll the body. Bring the knee into the chest and take as many steps you like to step through to your high lunge. Take the hands overhead and then pop that chest open. Beautiful. Feel that fire in your belly. Remember, we're learning to fall so we can learn to fly. So it doesn't matter if you wobble or fall, you've got this, I believe in you. And then releasing the hands down. Move back into your down dog. And again, walk those hands all the way back to your legs. Find ragdoll. Lower the body now. Feel the legs burning. Inhale. And exhale here. Walking those feet hips width apart. When you're ready, we're going to inhale. See those hands to shins. Look all the way forwards. And then exhale to bend the knees. Move to your chair pose. Maybe sitting a centimetre lower than you did before. Before taking the hands behind the back, pop the chest open. And then come to that shoulder stretch again. Beautiful pose. Allowing those hands to go as far over the head as it feels comfortable to you. Remember, just because the pose looks a certain way for me doesn't mean it'll look a certain way for you. We're all different bodies, different practices. And then bend those knees, take the hands to the mat, walk yourself all the way into your plank, holding here. And then when you're ready, take your vinyasa, so lowering the body all the way down. And inhale to your upward dog. Exhale, move back to your child's pose. Bring your head into the mat. Allow those arms down by your side. Stretch out the body here. Get back in control of your breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the nose here before we come to play around with our arm balances. Giving ourselves a moment to reset. Change that fire in our belly to magic, to energy. Taking a moment to be proud of yourselves for stepping on the mat today. And remember, we're all having fun falling so we can learn how to fly. So when you're ready, you can take those hands all the way forwards into the mat. Inhale to roll the body into your tabletop position. And then from here, playing around with our floating tabletop. So setting your foundation, spreading those fingertips, pushing those knuckles down into the mat. You're going to round the top of the shoulders, tuck the toes. And then lift those knees off the mat. Just hover for a moment for 1. For 2, engage this core, beautiful guys. For 3. For 4. And for 5, lower those knees all the way down. Take a moment. Ready to take it 2 more times. So tuck those toes, push into the hands to curve top of the spine. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, lift those knees up, holding here. Yes, for 1. For 2, beautiful guys. Always burning. For 3. For 4, my belly's shaking. And for 5, lower those knees down. Ooh, 1 more to go. Floating tabletops are a killer. And then when you're ready, 1 more. You've got this, we've got this. I'm saying this to myself more than anyone else. You've got this, Beth. You're gonna tuck those toes, push into the top of the spine, and then lift those knees up. Floating tabletop for 1, for 2, for 3, 4, and 5. Lift those hip bones into the sky. Down dog. Send those hip bones nice and high. And what we're going to do, we're going to walk our feet to either corner of the mat and begin to walk those hands all the way back. Bend the knees, come to our Malasana pose. So sit nice and low here. Using our elbows to push open those knees. Beautiful. Sink into this hip open. If you have a bolster, you can come to sit on it now. Or if Malasana it just isn't in your practice and you just don't want it, you can come back into maybe butterfly legs, sitting on the floor. Just open these knees for now and then join us on crow. And then when you're ready, we're going to play around with this idea of falling, this idea of flying. So taking those hands nice and firmly into the mat, you're going to walk those feet together, lift those hip bones into the sky, and let's play around with our crow pose by taking those knees as high up into our triceps we can go, pushing into our feet. We're going to move onto our tippy toes and move forward, lift those heels up, and then move the body back. Yes. Move all the way forwards, coming onto our tippy toes, and then move the body back. Beautiful. 1 more time. Moving on to our tippy toes, taking those elbows as high, those knees as high as they can go, curving the spine, and maybe you lift 1 leg, maybe you lift another. Ooh, coming in to your crow, holding here, beautiful. Before falling back, ready to take it 1 more time. If you have blocks, you can use them now. I personally just find blocks easier when I practice crow pose, but it's a personal preference. Remember, it doesn't matter if we take flight, we're learning to fall, we're learning to have fun with this. And that's what personally I believe makes a yoga practice, is having fun, is not seeing it as failures, but seeing it as learning curves. So, crow is not an easy pose to me. If you've practiced me before, you know how much I don't like crow. But it is a pose that has taught me a lot about my ego and about my patience. So let's take it again. If you have blocks, you can grip them now. Maybe lift those hip bones into the sky. If you don't have blocks, it's fine. Really push into those knuckles to lift the body. Curving as much as you can. And then taking those knees as high up into the triceps. Moving forwards. Maybe lifting 1 leg. Maybe lifting another. Ooh, come into your crow. Holding here. Yeah. Oh. Before falling out, flying out of it, jumping back to take a chaturanga if it's in your practice. Oh. Should we take it 1 more time? Yeah, let's take it 1 more time. Come on, guys. 1 more crow. Crow is not with me today. I don't know why I wrote to do a flow with crow when I'm not feeling it. But this is yoga practice. Just because I teach it doesn't mean or make it any less the fact that I'm a student. I'm always going to be a student. And playing around with crow, playing around with any arm balances, just teaches you a lot about how to let go of the ego, the idea of being perfect. So it doesn't matter if you have conquered crow today, the fact that you stepped onto the mat and you gave it a go makes you a true yogi. So let's take it 1 more time. We're in this together, my loves. So when you're ready, taking your crow any way you have it in your practice. Curving that spine. Yay! Coming all into your crow. Coming into your crow. And then when you're ready, hopping all the way out of it. And then moving into your plank if you have the energy. And then take Vinyasa. Lower the body down, inhale, and then let's move back to our Sphinx pose. So I could easily edit out the fact that I fell out of a crow pose, but that will not be a true reflection of my yoga practice. We all fall, whatever anyone tells you, whatever social media may portray to you. Remember, if you see someone doing a pose on social media, that's just a screenshot of their entire practice. Maybe they've been doing it for years, maybe they lift weights, or maybe they fell 10 seconds after taking that photo. Remember this, we all have failures, we all have falls in life, but it's the fact that you get back up and you try it again. So, if in this moment you're beating yourself up about not being able to do a crow, here is me sending so much love, so much positivity, so much happiness to you and telling you to stop it. You should be proud that you stepped on the mat. It's the hardest asana of them all. But just come into your Sphinx pose to release that forward fold with a back bend before we play around with our dolphin pose. So when you're ready, let's keep this heat going. Let's move to our dolphin pose by sliding the chest down, slide those hands next to the body. Inhale to your upward dog. And then exhale. You're gonna move back to your tabletop, but this time taking your hands and your forearms into the mat. Bring your hands to touch your elbows. When they're kind of the forearm width apart, you're gonna take those hands maybe to meet in the center or maybe bringing them flat, whichever feels good for you. I personally feel better when I have my hands together. Don't know why, it's like I'm praying. I don't fall out. And then when you're ready, you're gonna take your head in between your triceps. I'm sorry if this is super loud on the microphone. And you're gonna lift those hip bones nice and high to the sky. Push in to those shoulders and then walk those hips as close as you can get them. Come to your dolphin pose for 1, for 2, yes. For 3, maybe you lift one leg in the sky. Beautiful, place it down. Maybe you lift another one. Yes. Place it down, walk those legs back. Come into your plank and lower those hips. And this time, rolling the body all the way on to your back here. Taking one knee, taking another into the chest and just rolling the body from side to side. Oh, feel that heat, guys. Just a quick 30-minute flow to make us feel good about ourselves. I hope you've had a laugh. I hope you've had some fun. Let me know how you got on in the comments. Send me a message on my Instagram. We're in this together, my loves. So from here, you're going to gently allow those knees to fall all the way over to the right hand side and take a gaze over to the left. Making your exhales longer than your inhales now. Start to cool down. Inhale to bring those knees into the center. Exhale, allow them to fall to the left-hand side. Take your gaze to the right. And then slide those legs all the way straight. Take the hands over the head, come to a beautiful full body stretch here. Before allowing the body to relax in any pose that it craves for your Shavasana. Just allow the body to relax here. Nothing special, nothing fancy. Just taking a moment to be proud of ourselves for stepping onto the mat, for giving it a go. Doesn't matter if we flew, doesn't matter if we fell. We're in this together. And this is the beauty and the journey of yoga. This is what yoga teaches about the ego. You can't step onto the mat once and expect to conquer all the poses. You have to learn to fall. You have to learn to live like a yogi, to have the outlook and mindset of a yogi, to understand that it's not a competition. All you're aiming to be is better than the person you were when you walked onto the mat. And right before I walked onto the mat, I was feeling crazy anxious. But to go through this flow, to have some fun, and to join the mat with you all has honestly made me feel 1,000 times better. So I'm just sending my thanks to you now, to my little YouTube community. And in this moment, how silly it might feel, I would like you to smile to yourself. A great big smile. Your heart open up to the sky. Smiling for everything you're blessed with in life. Being grateful for being able to step on the mat today. And being able to have the strength to stand after you fell. Taking a moment to say that you're proud of yourself, because I'm proud of you. So if you'd like to stay in Shavasana, I invite you to do so. Or if you're ready to leave, you're just going to inhale to get one final stretch here, before bending the knees and rolling the body all the way up to a comfortable seated position. Rolling back the shoulders, taking those hands, namaste. All together, we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale out. Coming back into the room and back into our day. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. It was an absolute pleasure to flow with you, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.